In today's video, I'm going to talk about rich pins. First, what they are, why I believe you should enable rich pins to get more traffic from Pinterest, and how to set them up in 3 simple steps. This is going to be a short and sweet video with a massive effect. And the best thing is, you only have to set it up once and you're good to go forever. Do you want more reach and traffic from Pinterest? Then this Pinterest hack is for you. Hi there, my name is Katie and I'm a Swiss blogger and Pinterest marketing teacher here on YouTube. I teach passionate online entrepreneurs like you how you can use Pinterest to grow your blog. So let's reach your Pinterest goals together today. So I hope you're stoked to learn about rich pins, what they are, why you need them, and my easy 3-step system to set them up. Here we go. Okay, first of all, what are rich pins? Now, there are currently 4 different types of rich pins on Pinterest: app pins, article pins, product pins, and recipe pins. Compared to regular pins, rich pins show more data on your pin. So Pinterest shows extra information like titles and descriptions above and below the image when you click on the pin. So when you create an article rich pin, for example, Pinterest adds a headline or a title, a description, and the author of the article or blog post from your site. For recipe-rich pins, Pinterest adds a title, serving size, cook time, ratings, diet preferences, and a list of ingredients to the recipes that you pin from your site. And for product-rich pins, Pinterest includes the most up-to-date pricing, availability, and product information right on the pin. So compared to just regular pins, these rich pins show much more information. But they also automatically sync this information from your website to your pins. So if something changes on your blog, the rich pin periodically updates to reflect that change. Now, in today's tutorial, I'll focus on article rich pins and how to set those up. I'll do more videos on other rich pins like the recipe and product pins soon though. So like I mentioned, once you've applied for article rich pins, any content on your site with metadata will turn into an article rich pin when you or someone else saves that pin to Pinterest. And I know this is a little bit complicated because I'm using terms like metadata and stuff, but please stick with me until the tutorial. I promise the setup is easier than you think. And the good news is, once you've set this up for your article pins, you're good to go. You only need to apply and set it up once, and all your pins will turn into article rich pins. Now, before we set this up, why should you create rich pins in the first place? Is this not just another thing on your Pinterest to-do list? And I mean, I get it. So here's why I believe you should still invest this time to set this up. First of all, you just need to do this once, and all your blog posts will turn into article pins. And second, and most importantly, you get that extra information as you can see here. This information is not the same as on a regular pin. Let me just switch here to another pin. As you can see here, the description is missing, the title is missing. There's a lot more information on this article rich pin than as you can see here on this pin, which is still great, but you want to have this additional information. So the primary goal of rich pins here should be to make pinners care more about your page and earn you their click to your website. This information is updated automatically, so once something changes on your blog, this information will change with you having to do nothing at all once you've set this up. And finally, rich pins are great for your engagement, for getting clicks and new followers. You also get this follow button here, and this will belong to the person who actually created the pin and not the person who pinned this pin. So if we go to this pin, for example, you can see that here you have the follow button for the person who actually pinned this pin but not created. You can see that this pin was created by Blogette and not by Sweet and Sour, but she is getting this follow button here because this is not a rich pin and it's not from a claimed account. So it's pretty important stuff. So I hope you're excited for this tutorial now, and like I said, you only need to set this up once and you're good to go for all your article pins. Okay, so the setup of rich pins depends on where you have your website or blog. In today's video, I'm focusing on the article rich pins and how to set those up for a WordPress site. I'll link to the detailed instruction for other websites in the description below. Okay, so let's jump into step number 1. Here we go. So first of all, we need to enable metadata on your WordPress blog. And really, you don't need to know what that means. So let me show you how to do it instead of wasting your time here. Now, the easiest way to set up rich pins for WordPress is to use the Yoast SEO plugin. If you don't already have the plugin, head to your WordPress
WordPress blog and log in. Then head into your dashboard, and here on your left, go to plugins. Here I want you to press add new and then search for Yoast. Now you can see that I've already installed this plugin, but if you haven't, I want you to press install now and then press again to activate the plugin. Now that you have installed the plugin, you can see that here on your left in the menu here, you got this new section that says SEO. Here I want you to go into the social tab and here go into the Facebook tab. Now you can see that it says add open graph metadata, and I want you to press on enable so that this feature is working on your blog. And now please press save changes so that everything is set up right. Okay, step 1 is in the books. You're already 1/3 through this tutorial, and I promise this was the hardest part. Okay, now in step number 2, we need to validate one of our pages on our blog on Pinterest so that Pinterest knows, okay, yes, this blog includes this ominous metadata that they need to display the additional information on your pin. So for this, we need to use Pinterest Rich Pins Validator. I know I'm using fancy words in this tutorial, but I didn't come up with those names, I promise. Now I'll link to this page in the description below so you can go and check it out as well. So I want you to open that page here and then go back to your blog and open a blog post. So I'm gonna go to my blog and head into a blog post here. And then I'm gonna copy that URL for that specific blog post here. Now don't use your homepage URL for this because that sometimes doesn't work. So choose a blog post here instead and copy the URL and head back into Pinterest Rich Pin Validator. And here below, I want you to paste in that URL that we just copied from your blog like this. And now for step 3, I want you to press validate. And you're officially done. Great job. Now, once you apply, you will receive an email confirming that your Rich Pin application has been approved. You should see Rich Pins appear within a week, sometimes even 24 hours. Or like you can see for me here, because I've already applied before, you can see it says, congratulations, your Rich Pins are approved and on Pinterest. And like I mentioned, when your site is approved, all content from your blog with the correct meta tags will appear as Rich Pins when you create a new pin. Existing pins that link back to pages that also include rich meta tags will now appear as Rich Pins as well. And this is all automatically without you having to do anything else. Now that's it. You've just successfully installed article Rich Pins for your blog.
I hope you know now exactly what Rich Pins are, why you need them, and my easy 3-step system to set them up for your Pinterest account so that you can grow faster and easier on Pinterest. And if you like this video, please hit that subscribe button and notification bell below so you don't miss any of my videos. 80% of people watching my videos aren't subscribed, so please make sure you do. It's really the best way you can support me and my small business so I can continue to post a new video for you every Tuesday. Now that's it from me for today, and I will talk to you next week. Cheers!